What's happening, guys? Yours truly here, Xavier Smith, aka Mr. XL Smith, aka Coach X. You know the one. Many names, one mission. I've been sitting here to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others on a daily basis. And today is no different. Welcome to Saturday. It's the 10th, 2020. We're going to get into my 1 year anniversary. I'm going to tell you all about it right here, right now. So you best stay tuned. Welcome back. What's happening, guys? Yours truly, Xavier Smith. Welcome to the Live with Coach X show. Excuse me. I just wanted to get in front of the camera and just connect. This is my excellent attempt at connecting with you because I know we're living in a different landscape today, and people are starving for connection. And so I wanted to do my part and just kind of go first, if you will, and share a little bit more of me and what my life is about nowadays, as opposed to the way it was, and just kind of be with you, let you know you're not alone. You will see all of that in the description, just so you know. My whole purpose is to live what I finally discovered is my 3 VERB virtue, which is impact, inspire, and improve. So before we get into that, I got to let you know we got a sponsor, and we have to hear from them. So I got to bring those guys up. It's less than 30 seconds. So here you go. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Today's live stream episode is brought to you by our partners at PowerPlate, the leaders in whole body vibration technology for 25 years and counting. Click the link below in the description box to learn more. All right, so now what I'd like to do is acknowledge you guys. I posted this probably about 30 minutes ago, and before I even came live, I had two people drop the hearts emoji, and that's one of them is one of my clients, my online personal training clients, Kim. What's happening, Kim? I'm gonna give you a big Hercules. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are or not, I want to thank you for the love. And then we have another, Michelle. Hey, what's happening, champ? Hello, how you doing in the world? I'm hoping you're doing well. And then we have another lady by the name of Tanya Gibbs. Thank you for dropping those love emojis. That is awesome. Appreciate that. Speaking of which, if you're watching this on YouTube, I would love for you to drop a comment, thumbs up, maybe subscribe. Consider subscribing to the channel, and make sure you hit the bell. So you're notified each and every time I come out with some original and excellent content. Okay, so let's switch gears. I told you in the post that I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary, right? I had a pulmonary embolism. So first, let's just talk about what that is. We're going to bring Wikipedia into this. Hey, Google, define pulmonary embolism.
According to Mayo Clinic, a condition in which one or more arteries in the lungs become blocked by a blood clot.
Okay, so you just heard from Google. I had what it turns out to be a blood clot that was lodged in my calf area, right? And somehow it made its way all the way up into both lungs and lodged itself on top of both lungs. All right, so true story. My wife's son recently got married. This was around this time last year, and we were doing our thing. I'm pretty much known, people call me a lot of things. One of them is being the purveyor of positivity. And what I like to do, I've done this so well that many people in my past have told me I should start a business with crashing people's party and just getting on the dance floor so I can get the energy up. So that's what I was doing. I was like on the dance floor doing my thing, and it was just freaking hard for me to breathe. So a lot of people were starting to notice that I looked strained, like I'm doing my dance, one song was making me tired as hell. I had to go off the dance floor and like get some water. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I am out of shape. Now go figure. I've been doing personal training since 2007, right? So you would think that I'm a little bit in shape. Well, yeah, it wasn't that at all. So that blood clot had traveled from my calf all the way up into my lungs and just stopped right there. So it cut off my ability to breathe by like 60, 70%. I was struggling just to stay alive. And I'm just so glad, so thankful. You know, a lot of people ask me, Xavier, why you are always so positive? Well, it's because of things like this. You know, I decided some time ago that I was going to make a choice, okay? A choice to be grateful and regard everything that happens to me in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, all of that, right? All of that happens for me, not to me. Because when I decided that it was happening for me, it put me in an empowered state of mind. When I was making the choice that life was happening to me, that was a victim mindset. So I decided some time ago that I was going to change that all up. And as soon as I made that choice, my life started changing too. So, you know, as a coach, and I get to listen to people's stories, I have, you know, decided that one way to change your life is by changing your mind. But I digress. Yeah, so that's kind of how it started. That was the party, right? And then 2 weeks later, tomorrow, as a matter of fact, will be the day that I was in my dungeon, right behind this partition. I was in the dungeon teaching a client a move, right? And I couldn't breathe. So I thought it was, you know, something real small. And so, but it got worse and worse and worse. And my heart rate just skyrocketed. And I make a long story short, I ended up going into the hospital. And that's when they found out what this all was. Like sweating. And it was just crazy, right? Whew. So that happened. And I was in the hospital for like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. And I'm just like learning about why I'm still here. Like, what is my purpose? And these are the questions that I started asking myself. And it just got to the point where I just feel grateful that, because I'm not supposed to be here, guys. If you ask someone, you're probably like 4 or 5 degrees separated from somebody who had an experience like this, but they're not here. So I'm like, oh my gosh, back when I had my heart attack, now that's a whole nother video. I had a heart attack when I was 29. Okay, that's when I started doing my soul searching and asking myself different questions because I wanted a different life. Back at 29, that's when I started, you know, making some changes in my mind, so my life could start making some changes around me. Okay, so let me check in with I got some comments coming in. Hey, what's happening, Karen? Karen says, hey, coach. So thank you, Karen, for showing up. Okay, so we got somebody who has experience. I had a pulmonary embolism in 2016, an isolated incident, I believe. Wow. Okay, so see, proof positive that you're not alone. Okay, that's why I wanted to get in front of the camera, because I know now. Tell me if you agree with me, Karen, or anybody else watching. Are you just yearning for positive energy? I mean, because you can go on Facebook and find plenty of negativity, right? So do you find this refreshing? Is this something more that you would want more of? I mean, type a number 1 if you feel that way, because I don't use my platform, my Facebook platform, for negative stuff. There's an abundance of negative stuff out there. Nobody needs any help with finding that. So I like to represent the positive. Do you agree with that? That's what I'd like to know. So drop some comments, drop some love. If you're here, if you're with me, if you are with me and you feel me, drop some love. I promise you, I'll show you love right back. All right. So Karen says, yes, always positive energy. It's refreshing. #1. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Thank you so much, Karen. So yeah, back to the story. It left me in the hospital for 2 weeks, and it was just crazy. But I realized that too was happening for me because I'm still here. So Karen, you are living your mission because you want to lift people up too. So if anybody doesn't know Karen, you need to know Karen. Karen, don't be afraid to drop a link. Drop a link to whatever you got going on because I'm with you. Karen is a positive energy. She's my gal from the East Coast. So there you have it. Sharing, she says, sharing, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, yes, yes. They love it. I love that. Facebook loves it. That's awesome. So that's proof that I need to do more of this. But yeah, so I'm just getting in front of the camera because tomorrow marks that 1 year anniversary. And I'm just glad to be here. Like, it's amazing. Right? So, oh, we got Anna. We got Anna. What's happening? Anna, thank you for everything you do and share with us. So glad to have you in our lives. Oh man, that makes me feel so good. If you could tell, because I have dark skin, I would be blushing right now, but you probably can't tell that. So Anna, yes, I don't know if I have permission to share that story, but if people have been following me, Anna is married to Joe, and he's got an amazing story that he's on the comeback trail. We will get into that in another video. I want to make sure I have their permission. And we got my main man, James Steele. Now, this guy, he happened to be one of the students that I had spoke at Cavett out in Florence. And he really liked what I had to say. He wrote me a positive testimonial. So thank you, James. Hercules. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So, all right. So thank you so much, James, for checking in and dropping a comment. Drop some love emojis in there so Facebook can get the message that we're doing something good here. Follow me for positive quotes and positive life lessons. Thank you. Yes, there we go. So there's another purveyor of positivity. Karen. James says, anytime, sir. That's awesome. Yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to get in front of the camera today because I wanted to spend some time with you on a Saturday and just connect, plug in with you to let you know that you're not alone. I'm all about spreading the love, the positivity, just like Karen. So the bigger this group gets, the more positive power we can send out into the world. And I believe that is how we change the world. So yeah, Karen's all about lifting people up. She's dropping, oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you so much for that. One of my sayings is, I have a lot of them. One of them is, if you show me some love, I promise you I'll show it right back. And thank you for that. I'm Karen's daughter. I follow you too. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. You know what? I'm going to put some, let me put some energy out there. This is how I feel about you guys. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to do today. Just my intention was just to connect with you guys and let you know tomorrow will be my 1 year anniversary. And I'm so thankful that I'm still here because I get to be with you guys. So, you know, let me know what I could do to continue to live my 3 verb virtue, which is impact. I want to make a positive impact in your life. I want to do something that hopefully in my life, I'm living in such a way that it inspires you to go higher. And if you're not sure how to do that, I can help you. The other virtue is improve. I'm always trying to improve. And so if you need help with that as well, you get to decide what your improvement path looks like. I just get to be the guide from the side. So yes, Angelina, please share. Yes. Now, this would be the time to drop any questions that you might have, because I'll spend just a few moments. I'll put, hey Google, set timer for 3 minutes.
Sure, 3 minutes, starting now.
So I got 3 minutes, guys. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments. Angelina shared. That's what I'm talking about. Woo, woo. Yes. But if you guys have any questions, this would be the time. I'm getting ready to bring the train back into the station for maintenance and go from there. But I just, like I said, I wanted to just get in front of the camera and connect on a human level. The only thing I'm selling is my story. And it's just to let you know that I have chosen the pathway of gratitude, because ever since I've done that, my life has been different. All right, so you use a while for, I'm not sure I understand the question. So you use a while for daily task. Karen, could you, oh, do you use a schedule for daily tasks? Well, that is an evolution. It's always fluid, but I do have some basics that I start with. One of which is grounding. So I'm going to get into, if you guys are interested, what bad habits, if any, have you changed in the last year? So I will get to that one too. All right. So Karen asks first, do you use a schedule for daily tasks? One of this, that's an evolving process, but one thing that is a non-negotiable that has turned into a non-negotiable, something that I must do, is when I get up in the morning, I have to get at least 20 minutes of full sun exposure. Now, this goes into the need, because most of us here, especially here in Arizona, go figure, are vitamin D deficient. And I'm going to do another video about the power of vitamin D. Okay, but most people are vitamin D deficient, and the process of connecting with the sun, hitting your skin, that is the catalyst to get that vitamin D synthesis going. So I do 20 minutes of that out in the backyard, shirt off, my bare feet, and I connect with Mother Earth. And that's the quickest and fastest way to shut the pathway off from free radicals. Free radicals are those little gangster molecules that are in every cell that's in your body. Everybody has them, but you don't want them to be gangster inside your body. So this is the fastest way to shut those free radicals down. So I do that, and I drink water. Okay, a lot of water. So those are two main things that I have to do. All right, so boom, let me see if I can, hopefully that answers your question, gives you a little bit of insight. What bad habits, if any, have you changed in the last year? So bad habits, well, I can go back to not necessarily this year, but when I was younger, in my 20s and coming up, my habit was not drinking water. It was drinking Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew was my water. And so that was a bad habit that I had to change if I wanted to change my life, because that was one of those factors that led to the heart attack. You see? So no soda, all water. And if I do have soda, it might be once in a year type of thing. All right. So there's that. Hopefully that gives you a little insight, Anna. I've been walking. What other exercises do you recommend for teenagers? Okay, Angelina, that's awesome. Hercules, that's what you get. Now, something other than that, very simple. I like to make things really super duper simple so you can achieve success and it doesn't take a long time. So right after you walk, back yourself up against the wall and do like a wall sit, turn the timer on and see if you can just put your legs at a 90-degree angle and lean up against the wall with no support underneath your legs. Feel the burn and see if you can make it up to 1 minute without resting. And then as you get stronger, you'll be able to add more onto that. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But yeah, that is something that you could do as a teenager. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a membership anywhere. You just need to do it. Do it like the commercial says. Just do it. Okay, so there's that. Well, that has been fun. I'm going to go Carol Burnett right now. I'm so glad we've had this time together. Okay, sounds great. Going to do it tomorrow. Yes, and you better email me or direct message me and tell me your results. And it will just build on that. But yes, you're welcome, Angelina. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for dropping the comments. Thank you for showing the love. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, before I go, let me switch it back over here to my studio. I want to remind you, there are a lot of solutions out there, and some of them are pretty good. But the question you want to ask yourself all the time, get into the habit of asking yourself better questions so you can create a better life. There's more on that later. But here is what you want to do. Let me check in. Thank you. Gotta go. All right, Anna. The question you want to ask yourself is, why be mediocre when I can be excellent? If you need help, I got you. My name is Xavier Smith, and I want to thank you for watching. And let me get rid of this guy. Karen says, good night, everyone. Stay safe, peace, and love. Thank you, Karen. All right, guys, you guys have been wonderful. You guys are just awesome. And I so appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's where I'm going to live, at the level, frequency of gratitude and love. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Why be mediocre when you can be excellent? Bye-bye.